Turn it up.
And way up for the opening tip is Jacob Ray, and we're underway here on Country 93.1. Waller on the right side to Dugner, going through the lane, dribbled it off his foot. Dom Woodard comes away with it. Here come the Crusaders back the other way. Lamar Jordan III off on the right side for Christian Martinez. Christian into the lane, kicks it off to Van Fossen on the left side. Back up top, it's Woodard. Over for Jordan on the right wing. A couple steps behind the three-point line. Now in the corner for Dom Woodard. Van Fossen was trying to cut through the lane. They go back up top for Jordan. A step inside the three-point line. Long jump shot is off the mark. Ray with the rebound for the Warriors. Pushing it up is Vernado. Finds Ekoff underneath. Kicks it off to Dugner in the left corner. Ball fake. Drives to the basket. Down low for Waller. Back for Vernado on the left side. Back up top. Three ball off the mark. That was Waller. Rebound comes down. Christian Martinez pushing it up. Christian drops it for Dom on the left side. Off the glass. Dom Woodard good for two off the fast break. And the Crusaders take a 2-0 lead.
They don't press off the make. It's an interesting, different look than we typically see.
Vernado brings it up, finds Ray cutting back door in the lane for Ekoff. Dugner, baseline jump shot, no good. Rebound bouncing around, and finally Nate Jones comes away with it for MCC. Jordan will bring it up and slow it down for the Crusaders. Christian Martinez on the left side. Back up top for Jordan. Now Van Fossen over to Dom Woodard on the right wing. Dom looks down low, now takes it to the basket, goes off the glass. He's good for another two. 4-0 Crusaders early on. Vernado pushes through the press, gets it down for Jacob Ray. Ray drives to the basket around Jordan. Easy two for Jacob Ray. 4-2, MCC on top. And Fossen gets caught from behind and got a foul on the play against the Warriors. It's going to be Vernado, his first team first.
Yeah, so Vernado came across. He wasn't guarding, good grief, Eric Van Fossen, but he came up, snuck up behind him, got his arm as he tried to make that steal.
Inbound pass goes to Jordan in the corner. And now Christian Martinez up top, back to Jordan again. There's the Crusaders and Warriors battling early on. Christian Martinez, three ball, top of the key, just off the mark. Dom came down with a rebound for the Crusaders, kicked it back. Jordan, long three ball, way off the mark. Ray way up for the rebound. For WMC, Vernado will push it up the left side, into the lane, kicked it off. Dugner three from the left side, that's good. Nate Dugner with a triple, and it's 5-4. WMC takes the lead here at MCC. 5.5 to go in the first quarter. Woodard's got it in the right corner for MCC. Back up top for Jordan. On the left side, Van Fossen. Covered by Jacob Ray. Van Fossen crosses over, and they're going to get Ray on the body with a foul for the Warriors.
And if you're the Crusaders, that's the one person you want to be committing fouls. You want Jacob Ray to be committing fouls so that you can get him out of the game. He's already had one easy two. Had a good look over there to Dugner. Dugner has proven me right. He's a good shooter, especially from that left side.
Yeah, I think he caught us off guard last year. Kind of a baby-faced sophomore coming in, and he could just pump up the threes.
Well, he's starting now as a junior, and he's already made 1 3 tonight.
Martinez gives it off to Jordan on the right side. Back up top for Van Fossen. On the left, it's Dom Woodard. Back up top for Jordan. WMC in a man-to-man defense, and they're right up in the hip pockets of every Crusader right now. Van Fossen, three ball off the handoff, off the front of the rim. It's good! Eric Van Fossen, a three-pointer brought to you by Great Lakes Creek Chili Dogs in Red Haven, where we grill your dog. And back the other way, Vernado pushes it up, drops it off, and Ekoff with an easy two off the glass for WMC. We're tied up 7-7. Back the other way. Driving to the basket was Van Fossen. Had it knocked off his knee. It goes out of bounds. And it'll be Warrior ball and a 5-man changeup coming for the Crusaders. Tommy Scott, Savion Thompson, Anthony Woodard, Zach Houston, and Michael Coy check into the game for MCC. Vernado will push it up. Is it up top for Ekoff, looking down low. Waller can't handle the pass, goes out of bounds. And it'll be Crusader ball with 4:17 to go here in the first quarter.
In early impressions, Varnado is a different player than he was last year.
He was a deer in the headlights at times last year. He showed flashes, but he's much more confident out there carrying the handling the ball.
More calm, more collected, a little taller, I think, as well.
Oh, indeed.
But making a lot more mature decisions.
Thompson brings it up for the Crusaders, gives it to Anthony Woodard up top. Now back to Savion on the left side. Savion guarded by Buckus. Goes up. Anthony Woodard on the right side, goes off the glass. He's good for two. It's 9-7 Crusaders. Halfway through the first quarter here at Ray Kyle Gymnasium. Jacob Ray try to shake Savion Thompson. Now Ekoff gets around Coy, finds a man down low. That's Buckus off the glass. Good for an easy two. 9-9. Tied up here. 3:38 to go in the first quarter. Anthony Woodard on the left side for Savion Thompson. Buckus is on him. Buckus knocked it away. Savion chased it back down. Continuing his dribble. Goes to Zach Houston in the right corner. Back up top for Anthony Woodard. Swings it over on the left side for Tommy Scott. Tommy up top. Michael Coy at the free throw line. Actually at the three-point line. Catches Savion driving to the basket. Savion had it blocked by Dugner. Ball is free down low, and eventually they're going to have to call a held ball. Just everybody jumping on top of each other here. And Coy and Bernardo get tied up a little bit. Jared's going to have to think long and hard about that one if he ever tries that again.
Not a good decision. And Jared Bernardo, to his credit, he didn't go for the ball. He got into that pile to keep Coy down. The ball was about a foot away from him, but it turned into a jump ball, which was a good effort by him.
Kingma's going to check in, and the Warriors are going to try and use some size here now.
That's a good adjustment by Massenburg.
So it is speed versus length as Crusaders inbound it from the baseline. Savion Thompson turns it over. Varnado picked it off. Trying to race Tommy Scott down the court. Lays it up and lays it in. Varnado, his first basket of the game, and the Warriors take an 11-9 lead under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Tommy Scott off the right side. Gives it over to Zach Houston. Now back up top for Tommy. Goes on the left to Anthony Woodard. Houston trying to cut through the lane. Eventually does. They get it to Michael Coy. Back for Anthony Woodard. Another bad pass picked off by Jacob Ray. Ray driving in, gliding and laying it up with a finger roll. Jacob Ray, his second bucket of the game. It's 13-9. Tommy Scott quickly back the other way. Got underneath. Kingma got the shot off, but missed it short. Warriors with the rebound. Varnado pushing it up, looking down low. Find the open man. It's Buckus off the glass. Good for two. 15-9. The Warriors on a run here with the Crusaders' second unit into the game. Tommy Scott gives it off on the left side for Anthony Woodard. Anthony off the dribble, now picked up his dribble. Got help right there, and Buckus knocked it down and stole it away. He double dribbled, got away with it. Gives it over for Dugner, who goes underneath the basket. Back for Ray. Missed the short shot. Zach Houston with a rebound for the Crusaders. Tommy Scott will push it up. Minute and a half to go here in the first quarter. Muskegon Catholic Central trailing Western Michigan Christian 15-9 with a minute 26 to go now. Tommy Scott off the dribble on the left side. Anthony Woodard over to Savion Thompson. Back up top, Zach Houston, three ball off the back iron, no good. Coy got a piece of the rebound, but Varnado comes down with it. Jared Varnado pushes it up, gives it over, and Buckus off the glass. Another easy two. He's got three quick buckets off the bench for the Warriors. And it's 17-9 with a minute to go. Coach Jordan electing not to use a timeout at this point. With a minute left, his starters ready to check back in for MCC. Tommy in the left corner. Back up top for Savion Thompson. Savion hands it off for Zach Houston. And Tommy points Zach Houston back to Savion Thompson. Savion to the basket, off the glass. No, it's an offensive foul on Thompson. Kingma drew it for the Warriors. And now we'll have changes coming in as starters back in for MCC.
Interestingly, those 5 starters stood up with 2:34 left in the quarter. Coach had enough of the second unit after just 2 minutes, and the first dead ball comes a full 2 minutes later.
Barty checks in for WMC, and Ekoff back into the game as well. He drives the baseline, turned it over. Dom Woodard came away with it for the Crusaders. Off on the left side, it's Christian Martinez off the dribble. Christian into the lane, up with the right hand, just missed a rebound right into the lap of Christian. Off the glass, he's good for 2. Into an 8-0 run by the Warriors. Makes it 17-11, 10 seconds to go. Barty working against Martinez. All the way down to the baseline, and he traveled with 3.4 seconds to go. Crusaders will have one last shot here. Dom will inbound it. Christian will bring it up the right side. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Gets around Barty. Launches the three-pointer at the buzzer off the back iron. No good. But great first quarter of action here from Kyle Gymnasium.
Buckwheat Schultz & Associates Incorporated. Investment products and services. For more information, call 799-9889 or 866-799-9889.
ASAP Auto Sales, located at 2486 South Getty Street in Muskegon, offers a wide selection of reasonably priced used vehicles from cars and trucks to vans, SUVs, and four-wheel drives. With new selections coming in every day, ASAP's lot is always full, which means whenever you drop in, there's about 100 vehicles to choose from. With a wide selection of vehicles, both domestic and import, they have it all. ASAP Auto Sales, 231-830-9000. City Glass and Mirror features glass for every purpose, servicing both residential and commercial. Their full-service showroom displays every aspect of what City Glass has to offer: handrails, closet systems, replacement windows, bath hardware, shower doors, and custom mirrors. They even offer auto glass and storefronts to see all they have to offer. City Glass and Mirror, located at 100 West 7th Street in Grand Haven and 631 Commerce Court, Suite 10 in Holland.
For years, people have put together photo collages for special occasions. They go through the photo album and old shoe boxes and pull out their favorite photos and put them on poster boards. The boards are a great way of sharing stories, but it can be a pretty tedious job. Well, we here at Clocks, we want to make that job easier for you. So just bring us all the photos and we'll scan them into the computer, and then we'll print out the collages on our large format printer. That way, all the photos will be in digital format so you can share them with your friends and relatives.
Turn it up.
Matt Shapkus and Ross Smith here at Muskegon Catholic Central Gray Coyote Gymnasium, where the visiting Warriors of Western Michigan Christian have a 17-11 lead. And they get the ball to start the second quarter. Jared Bernardo brings it up. Tried to get it over for Barty. Was knocked away by Woodard, but Barty got it back. Ekoff at the free throw line. Saw Kingma out of the corner of his eye, tried to pass it to him, and Kingma was on the move somewhere else. Out of bounds. Crusader ball.
Crusaders are starting to calm down. This first unit is much more composed than that second unit was. Hopefully that can bleed over into that second unit.
Jordan, a jump shot from the left side. About a 15-footer, good for Lamar Jordan III, and that's a good sign for the Crusaders. Cuts the Warrior lead to 4, 17-13. Kingma from the free throw line for WMC. Gives it to Ekoff on the right baseline. Looking down low, finds Renato. Posting up Christian Martinez. Managed to get around him. Missed the first shot, missed the putback. And the rebound comes down. Van Fossen comes away with it for the Crusaders. Van Fossen tried to cross it up. Barty stole it, then goes behind the back. Pull-up jump shot from the left side. It's good. Woo-wee. DeMonte Barty with a beautiful play. Christian back the other way, pushed it up. Missed the easy layup in the lane. Rebound by WMC, stolen by Dom Woodard. He'll take it back to the rack, be fouled, and have 2 free throws coming up for the Crusaders, and Dom's bleeding.
No, I think his contact lens came
Oh, is that what it is?
22.
Dom will step to the free throw line with 6:47 to go. Misses the first.
Should have left it out.
Score remains 19-13. Western Michigan Christian on top. Second free throw coming up for Dominic Woodard. And that one's off the front iron, no good. King with a rebound for WMC. Crusaders are going to have a hard time on the boards here all night.
And now I understand why they hung with Mona Shores. They got some big guys and lots of rebounders.
Kingma looked underneath for Ekoff. Van Fossen got a piece of it and tips it out for the Crusaders. Now you look at Van Fossen, he'd be an average height player on the Warriors team right now out on the floor. And there are three guys that are about 3 or 4 inches taller than him.
Jacob Ray's the biggest surprise. He's definitely grown.
Inbound pass, stolen by Lamar Jordan III. Gets it up for Dom Woodard. Trailing on the play is Christian Martinez. Back for Dom in the left corner. Back for Christian up top. He'll bring it around to the right side. They find Woodard cutting underneath. Goes off the glass. Might have got a little push from behind. Missed the shot pretty badly. Warriors with the rebound. Tornado will slow it down and walk it up. Now Jacob Ray working against Van Fossen. Gives it to Ekoff right at the three-point line, top of the key. Had it knocked away, but Barty heads up play to come get it right back. Back to Ekoff at the free throw line again. Kingma, left side, short jump shot. Off the back iron, no good. Christian Martinez with a rebound for the Crusaders. Christian brings it up.
Jeez.
Might have got away with a little elbow there against Marty. Takes it all the way to the basket. The finger roll is in. 19-15, Warrior lead is 4. Arnado working against the Crusader pressure. Gets it through for the Warriors. Up to Kingma. And gets it right back in the right corner. Sends it back up top for Barty. Barty takes it to the basket. Got turned around. Traveled with it. He was caught up in midair with nowhere to go.
It's always trouble when you jump and you don't know what you're going to do when you jump. I will say, Barty's a pretty good player.
He is.
We saw him a little bit on the JV side. We never called for him, but he's adapted to the varsity game very well.
Dugner and Buckus check back in for the Warriors. Martinez brings it up the right side. Back to Nate Jones, top of the key, off to the left side for Dom Woodard. Back for Jordan. Top of the key again, calling for a screen from Jones. Got Jones on the roll after the pick. Jones missed the short one off the glass. Ball out of bounds. Warriors stepped on the line. Possession stays with the Crusaders with 5:01 to go here in the first half.
So Nate came high and he gave a really strong pick and rolled well and kind of took all that momentum and made him miss that shot. Luckily, the ball went out of bounds. They get it back.
Inbound pass. The Crusaders work it over to Jordan on the left side. It was a little more eventful than that, but I only have so much time to tell you what happened. Nate Jones from the free throw line, pull-up jump shot, and he's fouled. He'll have a couple free throws for MCC.
WMC, MCC, one of those teams.
Yeah, it ends with a C.
That's right. I think Nate was kind of surprised Bernardo came across and got that block, but must have got a little bit of hand. Nate didn't seem real surprised that he's going to have to step to the line here.
And that's Bernardo's second foul for the Warriors. 14 fouls on WMC. And Jones missed the first. Crusaders' second trip to the free throw line. Dom Woodard missed a pair. Now Nate misses the first one. Second free throw from junior Nate Jones is up and through. Makes it a 3-point game. 16 for the Crusaders, 19 for the Warriors. And pressure coming. Waller brings it up the right side, sends it across for Dugner. Back at the free throw line, and it's Buckus, and he took an extra step before trying to drop it for Ekoff. Possession back to MCC with 4:37 to go here in the first half.
Kind of a silly turnover. The Warriors have broken the press pretty easily most of the way thus far. They were already across the halfway line, and that turnover happened about at the three-point line. Just a silly travel.
And Fossen's got it on the right side for the Crusaders. They'll swing it over to Christian Martinez on the left side. Waller on him. Screen comes from Nate Jones. Christian takes it into the lane, dropped it off for Woodard. Off the glass, good for two, and the foul.
Excellent play by Christian. So he took the screen from Nate Jones, who rolled again and was pretty open on the left-hand side. Christian opted to go toward the bucket and dished it off at the last second to Dom, who was waiting there for the for the layup.
And we're going to get a timeout from the Warriors. 4:20 left to go here in the first half. It's a 30-second break.
Roll, tumble, jump, and dance with the stars here at Castle DSE Gymnastics. From 16 months to adults, Castle offers a safe and friendly atmosphere. Located at 1180 Devon Drive, their number is 231-798-8418. Or find them at castlegymdance.com.
Benson's Drug Company, the home of Benson's Bottom Paint. Offering an expanded grocery selection, Medicare billing, and diabetes management and education. Benson's now features a Kodak machine, which allows customers to edit, copy, and develop their own photos.
Wisconsin, birthplace of the hamburger, frozen custard capital of the world, and home to Culver's. Bacon Deluxe, chocolate shake, that's our signature combination. Fresh, never frozen, seared Midwest beef, topped with hardwood smoked center cut bacon. Bacon makes everything better. Our shakes start with a premium vanilla custard. Then we add rich, thick chocolate, handcrafted right before your eyes. Bacon and chocolate, what could be better? Welcome to Delicious.
The Glenside and Northside pubs, from sandwiches, burgers, and Mexican food to starters, salads, soups, and desserts, not to mention their specialty pizzas like Hawaiian, vegetarian, chicken Alfredo, and of course their grand finale. It's the Glenside and Northside pubs.
Turn it up.
Warriors lead 19-18, and Dominic Woodard has a chance to tie it up at the free throw line and possibly complete a three-point play for the Crusaders. Couple bounces, a spin, and Woodard's free throws through. We're all tied up in that three-point play, brought to you by Great Lakes Creek Chili Dogs in Grand Haven, where we grill your dogs. Little pressure from MCC. The Warriors slice right through it, but the pass back up top. Dugner and Woodard going for it. Woodard steals it. He'll take it all the way in, and the reverse layup's good. 21-19, MCC with the lead.
Great effort by Dom. He's really kept them in this game.
Dugner, a pass over to Ekoff, finds a man down low. It's Jacob Ray off the glass. Good for an easy two. Nice press break there from the Warriors. We're all tied up, 21-21. Christian on the left side. Martinez gets a screen from Jordan. As he brings it up top, goes to Van Fossen on the right side. Dom Woodard swings it back over for Christian on the left side. Gets a screen from Nate Jones. Actually crossed over and went the other way, and we're going to get the Warriors on a hand check there. 16 foul on WMC. Just one foul on the Crusaders.
And this is a different look offensively for them. They don't typically come to this high ball screen on the side of the hoop, but Nate's been setting a lot of high ball screens and rolling hard to the basket, and it's getting him open, and Christian's deciding different things.
Now Jacob Ray with his second foul will take a seat on the bench. Inbound pass. Good fake by Van Fossen. And an offensive foul as Kingma was in there.
Took that official a little while to make up his mind.
And Eric wanted to ask him about it. Teammates tell him, let's just play on.
I thought it was a fair call, but it did take him a while to decide.
I believe that's two charges now as the two fouls for MCC as the Warriors break through the press. Kingma was blocked by Lamar Jordan III, but a foul called by the official under the basket.
Kingma had the ball in two hands, a pretty neat deep knee bend. He might have been going to put one down.
I think he had eyes on it.
Yeah, and Lamar was not going to let that happen. And Lamar, well, of course, Lamar's never committed a foul knowingly, so. But I think he had a pretty good claim on that one.
First free throw is not through. Was expecting to hear someone yell a quote from Rasheed Wallace at that point.
Ball don't lie.
Didn't hear it there. One more free throw for Kingma off the back iron. Long rebound. Dom Woodard pushes it up the right side for MCC. Tied up 21-21. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. The Crusaders and the Warriors. Christian Martinez back to Dom on the left side. It's Lamar Jordan III. Van Fossen, three ball, top of the key. That one just rimmed out. Waller the rebound for the Warriors. Logan Waller. Off on the right side, Devin Ekoff. Top of the key, it's Kingma. Back for Ekoff on the right wing. And back up top now for Waller. He's going to go over to the left side. He's got Dugner over there. Christian Martinez right on him. Waller will drive, finds Ekoff baseline. Dugner cut to the basket, missed the layup. Nate Jones the rebound. Here comes Woodard back the other way for MCC. Lays it up, draws the foul, and hits the bucket again.
Dom has earned his place in this starting five and really has been the difference maker tonight. He's got at least 6 that I can think of. Maybe, how many has he got so far?
He's got 9 points so far to pace the way.
He's doing very, very well, being very aggressive. And this is the first time all season we've really seen the disparity between Unit 1 and Unit 2.
Second free throw for Woodard. Another three-point play brought to you by Great Lakes Creek Chili Dogs and Haven, where we grill your dogs in a local full-court press from MCC with a 24-21 lead. Buckus at the free throw line. They go down low for Kingma. Back for Dugner. Three ball. Missed it. A little contact after the play, but Buckus came down with a rebound. He goes off the glass. He's good for 2. Buckus has got 8 points to lead the way for the Warriors. It's 24-23. Van Fossen driving to the lane. Had it knocked away. Dugner back the other way for the Warriors. Over for Buckus. Now back up top for Dugner. Minute 50 to go here in the first half. Double team on Buckus, and he just threw it into the lane. Ball somehow trickled through everything all the way to the baseline and out of bounds. We're going to say it's off MCC.
That was crazy. I've never seen a ball go that far rolling across the floor, and no one picks it up.
And Coach Kyle Masterbrook's got to bring his 2 guys back in, Varnado and Ray, both with 2 fouls, check in for WMC. Kyle Masterbrook rolling the dice early on here.
And Varnado, though playing better, has foul trouble again.
And what are we going to get? I think
it's a hold on Eric.
And that's second foul on Van Fossen. And now Coach Jordan's got to make a decision here. And I think he's just yelling at Eric, don't foul somebody. Inbound pass. Nate Jones knocked it away. Woodard comes away with it for the Crusaders. Tom Woodard has his hands in everything right now for MCC. Over to Christian Martinez. Christian dribbled it off of Dom's foot, but Woodard right there to grab it back. Now Nate Jones from the top of the key. Gives it off to Jordan on the right side. Swings it over. Nate Jones on the baseline. Wasn't quite ready for that pass from Van Fossen, although he did gather it in. Nate hands it off to Jordan, driving through the lane. Had it knocked away right to Nate. Nate drives in from the left side with a right hand. Good for 2. Nate Jones' first bucket of the game. It's 26-23, MCC on top. Warriors break through the Crusader pressure. Ekoff, top of the key, looks down low. Jacob Ray, an easy 2. Can't leave that man alone like that underneath. Brings it back to a 1-point game, 26-25. Under a minute to go here in the first half. Crusaders with the lead and the ball. Christian Martinez brings it up on the left side. Jordan over to Dominic Woodard. Tom crosses over. Dugner guarding him. Now gives it back up top for Jordan. On the right side, it's Van Fossen. Back up top, Jordan passed up the 3 ball. Goes to the elbow, drops it back off. Van Fossen driving to the lane, adjusted midair, missed the shot, came back, got his own rebound. Little fadeaway jumper, it's good. Van Fossen makes it 28-25, 14 seconds to go here in the first half. Waller brings it up. Ekoff's got it. Varnado with 8 seconds to go. Crosses over. Waller on the left side, 3 ball, no good. Jordan with the rebound with 2 seconds to go, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Crusaders erase a 6-point deficit at the end of the first quarter and head to the locker room up 28-25.
in the Fruitport area for over 40 years, Grover Pharmacy offers a full line of vitamins, supplements, and homeopathic medicines, as well as a variety of glucometers, blood pressure kits, baby care items, bandages, and wound care products. They carry office and school supplies, Russell Stover candies, promotional and seasonal items, and Hallmark cards and gifts. Grover Pharmacy, they take time to care about you.
Muskegon's Hackley Public Library is an excellent source for help, information, and great entertainment on virtually any topic. The friendly, knowledgeable staff is always available to help you with finding information on any topic you need. They can help you with using the free public access computers, and they look forward to showing you books, audio CDs, DVDs, and much more. Whether you live in the city or outside, the Hackley Public Library in downtown Muskegon is there to help with everything imaginable.
The Health Hut, located at 3112 Henry Street in Norton Shores, offers a full line of natural and organic groceries, including fresh produce and free-range, hormone-free meats, eggs, cheese, and dairy provided by local farms. Taking pride in carrying products which contain no preservatives, additives, or unhealthy fats, their wide selection of allergen-free foods can accommodate most specialty diets. From frozen desserts and entrees to pastas, baking mixes and cereals, to soups and salad dressings, to chips, candy, and other snacks. The Health Hut. We have your good health in mind.
Turn it up.
It'll be Crusader ball here to start the third quarter. Christian Martinez will bring it up. WMC going left to right here. Van Fossen up top for Christian, back in the left corner. Christian takes it to the basket, got tied up, and they're going to call it a jump ball. And possession goes back to WMC. Varnado is going to diagnose this full court pressure, gives it over to Dugner on the far side, back for Varnado. Just got to pass through for Ray. Pull-up jump shot inside the free throw line, missed it. Jordan had it knocked away from behind, tried to save it, hit the official in the head, and out of bounds off MCC.
And the official he's saying sorry for doing that to you, Mr. Ref, sir, but the official is part of the court. If it hits him and stays in, it's good, and if it hits him and stays out, that's part of the game.
Quick inbound pass. They find Ekoff down low to the Warriors, and he draws a foul. And he'll step to the free throw line, and Lamar can't believe it again.
Another unbelievable foul. Only his second, so no trouble there, unless you get to another one.
First free throw for Ekoff is good. Warriors 0 for 2 from the free throw line in the first half. Crusaders 3 for 6. Senior Devin Ekoff, second free throw is off the mark. Rebound, long rebound back to Jacob Ray. Ekoff from the free throw line finds Varnado underneath. Someone had a hand on the ball, but he still powered it up, got it in, and we're all tied up. 28-28, 7:18 to go here in the third quarter. Christian pushes it up all the way to the basket, missed it short. The rebound comes down to Ekoff, and here come the Warriors back the other way. Ekoff at the three-point line, top of the key. Gave it over for Ray. Ray and Van Fossen come together, and it goes out of bounds off of Van Fossen. It'll be Warrior ball in the far right corner. 7:04 to go here in the third. Quick inbound to Dugner. Gave it to Ekoff, top of the key. Now Varnado will slow it down and set up the offense. Waller off on the left side for Ray. Ray driving baseline. Nate Jones was there to cut him off. He turns back and gives it to Varnado. Varnado, nice pass. He'll swing it all the way back out. Back to Varnado, right corner three. That one's off the iron. Van Fossen the rebound for MCC. Eric Van Fossen brings it up for the Crusaders. Stops at the elbow, drops it for Christian. Christian drives into the lane, goes up with the left hand, off the glass, good for two. Christian Martinez breaks the ties, 30-28 MCC. Warriors quickly through the pressure. Give it back to Varnado on the left side. Dugner in the left corner, back up top. Waller's going to try a three. That's off the iron, no good. Rebound tapped back out. Van Fossen's got it for MCC. Eric Van Fossen slows it down. And now the Crusaders will get into their offense. Coach Jordan yelling it out from the bench, not seeing anybody moving. Dangerous pass gets through to Martinez. Off to Woodard in the corner. Woodard drives to the basket, had it knocked away. And possession should stay with MCC. It does.
Yes.
5:54 left to go here in the third quarter. Woodard will inbound from the right corner of the MCC offensive end. Give it to Jordan, who dribbles it back up. Now back for Woodard. Thought about the three, instead gives it back to Jordan on the right wing. And Coach Jordan calling out the plays again. Long skip pass across for Woodard. They'll get it to Van Fossen at the free throw line. Jordan top of the key. Back to Martinez on the left side. Playing a little catch with Jordan back and forth 3 times now. Jordan back to Van Fossen at the free throw line. Kicked it back. Jordan open 3 ball. Top of the key, air ball that short-armed it, and it landed out of bounds.
He knew it, too. As soon as he let it go, he was shaking his head. Didn't feel right. He's been struggling from the deep for several games now.
It has been a little bit of an effort for him. A little pressure here from MCC. Varnado brings it across on the left side. Brings it all the way in. Now kicks it for Dugner. Dugner's pass got tipped. Varnado grabbed it, found Ekoff underneath, off the glass. Good for 2. Beautiful pass there from Varnado. And we're tied up 30-30. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Lamar Jordan the third on the left side. Someone is not executing the play the way Jordan wanted it to. We'll give it to Van Fossen on the left wing. Back up top for Jordan. Tried to cut a backdoor pass for Woodard. Dugner got a foot on it. Kick ball, possession back to the Crusaders on the baseline.
They're not doing anything. They're standing around and just moving it around the outside. Someone's got to dribble, penetrate, or they got to set an off-ball screen to get somebody open, whether that's Van Fossen or Nate Jones. Right there.
Inbound pass goes to Van Fossen, and I think Butkus might have got a piece of that one. He just came in for Jacob Ray. Varnado brought it up and stutter stepped before he gave it off to Waller. Turnover back to the Crusaders with 4:37 to go here in the third.
I'm surprised a few possessions ago when Eric slowed it down. That's really not their strength. The intensity, the frenetic pace, another mistake there.
Yep, down. They passed it across to Dom. He handed it off to Christian. Christian was in midair, but he had left from the wrong side of midcourt.
Right. You got it. Your feet have got to be down and grounded to establish where you are on the floor.
So over and back gives it back to the Warriors. Silly turnover on each side. 4.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Tied up 30-30 at Ray Kyle Gymnasium. Logan Waller on the left side gives it to Butkus. Ryan Butkus working against Van Fossen. Gets kind of trapped in the corner. Long pass up top. Waller snags it back in. Gives it to Dugner at the free throw line. Back for Waller. Puts the shoulder down. Drives to the basket. Missed it. Jones with a rebound.
Good rebound by Nate.
Jordan will bring it up for the Crusaders. 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And long skip pass again for Woodard. And now Jordan drives in, takes it to the basket, and I'm going to say it's on the floor. He was fouled. It'll be Crusader ball underneath with 3:54 to go here in the third.
But still adds to the tally of team fouls for the Warriors, and that's the kind of penetration that they need. Even though it wasn't a successful campaign to get to the basket, they drew the foul. It gets them to restart. It's not an ill-advised three-point shot. They need to attack the basket. That's the heart of their main offense.
Varnado on the foul. That was his third. Inbound pass comes to Christian Martinez, top of the key, and Coach Jordan's going to check in the 5. Beautiful pass down low. Woodard couldn't quite handle it. Gets it back out. And swing it to Jordan on the left side. Cross for Van Fossen on the right. Working against Dugner. Got fouled from behind, and it'll be on the baseline. Crusader ball again.
But another team foul. That's going to add up. Well, it'll be their second team foul of the second half here.
But they had a bunch in the first half.
They did.
And now we get another 5 in for the Crusaders. We'll see how the second unit does here. Anthony Woodard, Tommy Scott, Michael Coy, Savion Thompson, and Zach Houston. And Houston will inbound it. Coy provides a screen for Tommy Scott. And Tommy will bring it up and set it up. On the right side, it's Zach Houston. Back up top for Tommy. Gives it to Savion over on the left wing. A lot of length for the Warriors out there right now, and not very much for the Crusaders. Someone's got to move for MCC, though. They're all standing looking at Tommy Scott dribbling the ball. Now Anthony on the right side. Gives it to Savion. Stolen away by Butkus. Long pass up. He was looking for Jacob Ray. Tommy Scott's a defensive back. as well, and he stole that one back.
Oh,
Tommy was trying to pull up for a jump shot, lost it. Ball is still loose on the floor, and eventually the officials are going to have to call a held ball again. They do. Possession back to MCC this time with 2:56 to go here in the third.
Second unit still hasn't even gotten close to attempting a shot. 2 points in this quarter so far.
Houston to inbound it for the Crusaders. Tommy Scott in the left corner. Tommy brings it back up top. Back to Zach Houston. Left side three ball. That's off the front iron. No good. Buckus with a rebound for the Warriors. Buckus brings it up. Now drops it for Jacob Ray. Gives it to Kingma at the free throw line. Right back for Ray. Driving down the left side. Back Dugner. Three ball left side. That's through. His second of the game. Nate Dugner breaks the tie. It's 33-30. The Warriors on top here at MCC. They go down low for Savion Thompson. Had it knocked away from behind. Dugner was laying out of bounds as he stole it away. Possession goes back to the Crusaders with 2:23 to go here in the third quarter. Quick substitution, Devin Ecoff in and Kyle Kingma out for the Warriors.
That's a big change, probably a 6-inch change right there. Ecoff's a good player, but he's not as tall as Kingma, so now they can penetrate with a little more ease. Buckus is still in there. Jacob Ray's still in there.
Houston on the left side. Dribbles it up, takes it to the basket, and dribbled it right off his foot out of bounds. 2:18 to go here in the third quarter. Warrior ball, they lead 33-30. Pressure coming from MCC.
One more possession if I'm coaching. I'm switching again.
Just enough to get the guys a short breather. Pass down low for Ecoff. Got it for Barty. Left corner, three ball, air ball. Tommy Scott with a rebound for the Crusaders. Tommy just going to keep pushing it. Takes it all the way in. Had it blocked. Dugner comes on with it for the Warriors. Minute 56 left to go here in the third quarter. Jacob Ray kicked it off. Barty, three ball left side. Short again. That one, rebound pulled out by Woodard, and they're going to get Barty on the foul for the Warriors. Minute 48 left to go here in the third quarter. It is Crusader ball. 13 foul on WMC here in the second half. Crusaders just one team foul.
Well, they did call a foul there. I turned my head for a second. I thought that was a jump ball.
No, they got the foul on DeMonte Barty. And Tommy Scott will bring it up for the Crusaders. Down 33-30 with a minute 40 left to go here in the third quarter. Tommy Scott on the left side. Looking down low. He's going to get a screen from Michael Coy. Didn't use it very well. Instead gives it over to Savion Thompson. Savion off the dribble, working against Waller. Gives it in the left corner for Zach Houston. Tommy Scott trying to cut through. Gives Houston a screen. He goes back up top for Savion Thompson. Savion directing traffic. All by himself, Savion, conducting everything here for the Crusaders. Keeping his dribble going. Now gives it to Houston in the right corner. Back up top for Savion. Fakes one way, takes it to the basket. Got a shot off, missed it severely, and the rebound out of bounds off the Warriors. Waller had it land in his hand as he was standing out of bounds.
Coy did some good effort there to keep that ball alive, and then, like you said, Waller stood there and got a rebound standing out of bounds. So, lucky bounce for the Crusaders. Still have not had a field goal with this unit.
Minute left, and we got a foul. It's going to be Michael Coy, I believe.
Moving screen. He's getting frustrated because nothing's working.
55.3 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Varnado will check in with his three fouls for the Warriors, and he will bring it up. Working against Tommy Scott. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Western Michigan Christian up 33-30. And Varnado pass. Coy got a piece of it. Couldn't keep it in bounds.
He's frustrated too. Bernardo, that was a bad pass. Very dangerous. 2 or 3 Crusaders got their hands on that ball. Should have come up with a turnover. Just unlucky break.
Dugner inbounds it. Gets it in for Ray in the corner. Waller driving off the left side over for Ecoff. Handed it off, got it back. Dugner's open for a three. Watch out, right side, it's good. His third of the game, and it's 36-30. Western Michigan Christian lead is 6. Thompson Gives it back for Tommy Scott. Tommy drives into the lane. Kick it. Houston, 3-ball, left side. That's off the back iron. Rebound bounced around Varnado. Chased it down for the Warriors. 17 seconds to go. To Jacob Ray in the left corner. Back for Varnado. Nice pass over for Waller. Down low on the right side. Off the glass. He's good for 2. The Warriors making a big run here. Outscoring the Crusaders 13-2 here in the quarter. And the Crusaders will not get a shot off to end the third. That'll do it for the third quarter of play. Western Michigan Christian, a big third quarter. 38-30, they lead. We'll take a 1-minute break on Country 93.1.
In the 150 years we've been in business, many things have changed. Our greatest achievements are rooted in the things that haven't. Years ago, the person you called banker was also the person you called friend. When it came to service, there were fewer layers and friendlier smiles. And banks earned the trust of their customers and community while working tirelessly not to lose it. At Independent Bank, all this remains true today. Sure, we've made advances that help customers bank more conveniently and more comfortably. But at the end of the day, we know that people really need a trustworthy partner committed to their financial goals, dreams, and aspirations. And we've been happy to be that partner since 1864.
Getting this family together is like herding cats.
Simplifying things for families is a priority here at Grange Insurance. We offer a variety of policies through Grange Independent Agent.
Your partner in protection.
With 4 convenient locations, Jack's Corner Store is one-stop shopping at its best. Tools, fresh meats, produce, chips, snacks, and other grocery items, beer, wine, and liquor, even gas and lottery. That's why Jack's is your corner store and so much more.
Turn it up.
And now Crusader starters back in here for the start of the fourth quarter. Again, 13-2, Western Michigan Christian outscored MCC in that third quarter. That's why they lead 38-30. Going for the alley-oop for Jacob Ray with Varnado. Alley-oop pass went off the rim, and Lamar Jordan III comes away with it for MCC.
That might have been the end of the game. The place would have come apart if that had gone down.
Christian Martinez off the left side. Has a screen from Van Fossen. Spins away from it. Pull-up jump shot. Ill-advised. Air ball. Varnado might have even got a piece of that one. And he's got the ball right now coming back the other way for the Warriors. 7.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Western Michigan Christian on top, 38-30. Jacob Ray goes into the right corner for Dugner. Little runner through the lane, hit it, it's good. Dugner's got 11 for the Warriors. It's 40-30, they're up by 10. Lamar Jordan III up the left side. Looking for some movement from his teammates. Gets a screen from Van Fossen. Now gives it to him on the left wing. Eric into the lane. Goes up, lays it out the rim. Bounced a couple times and goes down. And it's 40-32. Warrior lead back to 8.
They've matched their third quarter output already.
Warriors break through the pressure. Beautiful feed from Ray. Over, and Waller's good for 2 off the glass. Back to a 10-point game. Van Fossen gets a screen from Jones. We'll swing it over on the left side for Dom Woodard. Dom into the lane. Try to pass it off for Christian. Pass deflected back. Jordan right there in the right spot. No, Eric thought about the three times and then took it. That never works. Ball goes out of bounds. Out of bounds is Jones saved it, and Eekhoff tipped it out. It'll be Crusader ball.
They're in their heads right now. They're not executing their offense at all. They're leaning off They're cutting around every screen.
Crusaders get it in. They'll swing it to Jordan in the left corner. Back up top for Christian Martinez, and off on the right side, Dom Woodard just takes it to the basket, goes off the glass. He's good for two. His first points of the second half. It's 42-34, and pressure coming. Waller brings it across midcourt for the Warriors. Gives it to Ray at the three-point line, drives in, kicked it to Varnado on the right side. Beautiful pass in, and Ekoff right in the lane, an easy two. Back to a 10-point Warrior lead, 44-34. Martinez to Nate Jones at the three-point line. Hands it, and they'll get it to Woodard on the left side. Down low, they go Nate Jones. Little fadeaway jump shot, and he's fouled. He'll have 2 free throws coming up.
Good, strong move by Nate. We haven't had a whole lot to say. Usually only talk when the action stops, and haven't had much to say because there hasn't been any action.
There has not. There's not been a lot of movement. And the other thing I'm wondering about, Ross, Coach Jordan's sitting on a lot of timeouts right now.
He is.
Did not use one in that entire third quarter when they only scored 2 points.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's sure what to do here. Their offense is stagnant. I've used that word throughout the season. Their game is based on speed. And when they get stuck in their half court, they're not very effective.
Jones hit the first free throw, missed the second. Long rebound, comes back to Van Fossen. He'll take it to the basket, and he'll have a pair of free throws coming up for the Crusaders.
That right there is kind of the play of the season. You know, that's what we've seen the most this season from many guys, is people cutting and slashing to the basket. It's kind of the NBA type game. You know, you get isolated and you go.
Terrible free throw from Van Fossen. He took about half a second to launch it and missed it.
The Warriors, on the other hand, are playing excellent team basketball. They're a very good passing team. They know their offense very well. They execute it well, and they make it look easy.
Sometimes, I think a couple times, they've even passed up open shots.
Absolutely.
Second free throw good for Van Fossen.
But their movement is effective. There we go.
Christian with a steal. Takes it up, draws the foul, and he'll have 2 free throws coming up for MCC. It is 44-36, and Christian with an opportunity to make it a 2-possession game.
So typically the Crusaders only press off the make. That's what coaches told us. Oftentimes they'll press off of a free throw make or miss. In that case, Christian pressed, got the ball. Oh.
Missed the first free throw.
The woes from the stripe continue. It's a season-long ailment.
5 for 11 from the line for the game for the Crusaders, and we're going to get a timeout, 30-second timeout, 44-36, WMC on top.
Hello, Jimmy Johns. I gotta hurry.
Jimmy John's.
That's fast.
Jimmy John's, freaky fast delivery. Jimmy John's, freaky fast delivery.
Whether you play recreational, travel, or high school soccer, Just for Kicks carries all the equipment and apparel you need. Soccer apparel such as cleats, shin guards, and headgear. Coaches equipment like cones, whistles, and training vests. Spirit wear like hoodies and t-shirts. A customer service-driven company, they work hard to ensure teams have everything needed for that first game so that the first-time soccer parents and players get started on the right foot. Just for Kicks offers embroidery and screen printing for clubs, schools, and businesses.
Whether you're a first-time jewelry browser looking for an extraordinary engagement ring, a couple celebrating your 60th anniversary, or you're just looking to treat yourself or mark an important event, Rothheim & Swanson Gemworks is proud to offer custom-made selections handcrafted in America. Silver, fine-colored gems, diamonds, and gold jewelry, as well as strands of lustrous quality pearls. From ring and watch appraisals to in-house jewelry design and repair, ring sizing, remounting, to a complete rebuilding, you can rely on them to keep your old favorites looking new. K&S Gemworks, Muskegon's community jeweler. Memories made one at a time.
Turn it up.
Christian Martinez at the free throw line for one more attempt. His team down by 8 right now with 5:17 to go here in the fourth quarter. Out of the timeout from Coach Lamar Jordan Jr. Martinez free throw. Bounces around and goes down. And pressure coming. They get it into Ray, working against Martinez. Picked up his dribble. Long cross-court pass for Varnado. And tapped from behind by Dom Woodard. It goes right into the hands of Nate Jones. Nate off to Christian on the right side. Christian, runner into the lane, flipped it over his shoulder, missed it. Van Fossen came down with a rebound, and they're going to get him traveling. Just couldn't get a good grip on the ball, and by the time he did, he was falling forward.
The right level of effort, though, is there. Dom got that kind of the old man play where you reach around the back and knock the ball away. My dad used to always do that to me. But they're doing the things they normally do. They're just not converting.
Warriors push through the press. Varnado drops it off. Easy two for Butkus. He's got 10 on the game for the Warriors. Christian quickly back the other way into the lane, gets knocked down, and he'll have 2 more free throws coming up for the Crusaders.
Christian's going to the rack with a full head of steam, taking on 2 or 3 green jerseys, and he's getting bailed out on a couple. Those last 2, I think he's gotten bailed out on. They're not really great possessions, but here he stands with a chance to knock 2 more off of this deficit.
46-37, Warriors up by 9. Christian's first free throw barely got the front of the rim.
The thing is, if you're going to be that aggressive and go to the basket that often, you got to convert from the free throw line. You're just asking them to foul you if you can't make free throws.
The second one is no good. Jacob Ray with a rebound for the Warriors. Have a chance to put this back into double digits as Varnado brings it up on the right side. It's Butkus. Picked up his dribble. Ray trailing on the play. 3 ball, top of the key, no good. Rebound is tipped out to Varnado. He'll drive into the lane, kick it. Dugner, 3. Nope. Pass it up. Running baseline jumper is no good. Rebound bouncing around. Van Fossen will tip it up to himself. Eric Van Fossen charging in. Draws the foul. Waller was close to being there. And Van Fossen went down hard.
Yeah, he did.
And he'll have a couple free throws coming up for the Crusaders. Hit his elbow, looks like.
Looks like he hit his elbow on his left arm. But he's up and walking around for anyone listening on the radio.
Yeah, he's
okay.
Shaking it off. Fortunately, he's right-handed shot.
Yes, but he likes to drive left. He uses his left hand a lot. He's not even using his arm.
First free throw is good.
Maybe some of his teammates should fall on their arm too, and they'll start making free throws.
One more free throw for Van Fossen. That one's off the front iron, no good. Ray, another rebound for the Warriors. Christian Martinez got a hand on a pass as he was trying to get it Varnado. Ball goes out of bounds. Christian couldn't quite chase it down. And substitution coming in. Eekhoff in. Butkus out for the Warriors. Butkus has done a nice job off the bench for WMC. 10 points.
We didn't know much about him, and we didn't say much about him, but he's been a great asset for this team.
Varnado brings it up. Now they'll swing it to Dugner on the right side, working against the pressure. Long pass up for Varnado to Waller at the free throw line. Back for Dugner on the right side. Back up top, Waller swings it to Varnado. 3:55 to go here in the fourth quarter. 46-38, Western Michigan Christian on top by 8 with the ball in their possession. Varnado driving down the right side to the baseline. Finger roll is up and good. His third bucket of the game, and it's a 10-point lead for the Warriors, 48-38. Christian gets a screen from Nate Jones, gives it to him on the roll. Nate down low, tried to go off the glass, just couldn't quite get it there. Rebound, Varnado for the Warriors. Off for Waller. Waller and Jordan collide. Ball comes loose. Jones comes away with it. Dom Woodard with a head of steam going back the other way, and that's a charge. Varnado drew it for the Warriors. Possession back to WMC with 3:17 to go here in the fourth quarter. And for once, the Crusaders look like they're a little bit out of gas.
Well, they're not switching. They're not getting the rest that they're used to getting. Coach is clearly saying, this is my team for tonight.
Varnado just sliced through the Crusader defense all the way into the lane, laid it up with the right hand, and he's good. It's a 12-point Warrior lead, their biggest lead of the night with 3:03 to go here in the fourth quarter. Jones hands it off for Woodard. Back for Van Fossen on the right side. Van Fossen working against Ray. Spins at the free throw line. Back for Jones. Dom Woodard, 3 ball. That's an air ball. Rebound comes down to Logan Waller for the Warriors. Gives it over for Varnado. 2:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Western Michigan Christian going to slow it down a little bit with a 12-point lead. Dugner in the left corner. Back for Logan Waller. And now Varnado back near midcourt will reset the offense. Handed it off to Ekoff, got it back, tried to scoop it over for Ray. Stolen by Van Fossen. Eric Van Fossen into the lane. Jordan, 3 ball, left side. That one's an air ball. Rebound comes down to Nate Jones. Nate takes it up, lays it off the glass. He's good for 2. Nate Jones with a bucket for the Crusaders. Makes it a 10-point game with 2:11 to go here in the fourth quarter. And we got a timeout called by MCC. We'll take a 30-second break.
Established in 1973 by Paul M. Lattis, Lattis & Hoops Law Offices has been a multi-service law firm specializing in accident cases, personal injury, wrongful death, Social Security disability, divorce, probate and wills, and real estate. When it comes to choosing the right attorney for your legal needs, don't choose out of town, choose local legal counsel. It really pays. It's experience when it counts. It's Lattis & Hoops Law Offices.
The best way to stay healthy? Exercise your voice. At the new Mercy Health, we believe that carefully listening to you and encouraging you to take an active role in your own health care is an important part of keeping you healthy. So you'll find our extensive network of physicians not only use the latest technology, they focus on what you have to say. Your voice, our expertise. Mercy Health.
Turn it up.
Full court pressure coming here from MCC. And Ekoff will go right through up for Waller. Waller was trying to throw up an alley-oop for Jacob Ray. Jacob just grabbed it, came down with it, went back up, and he's good for an easy 2. 10 points for Jacob Ray. Martinez quickly back the other way, but it's a 12-point lead. Tommy Scott has checked into the game for the Crusaders. He takes it all the way to the rack, and Tommy Scott good for his first bucket of the game. 52-42, pressure coming from the Crusaders. Varnado got it off just past the hands. They'll go for an alley-oop for Ray. He missed it, but he got fouled by Van Fossen, and he will have a couple free throws coming up.
So this is the all-pressure team that they put in here. They take out Nate Jones, who typically plays as their center, to put in Tommy Scott because of his speed and aggressiveness on the defensive end. They're trying to get as many steals as they can muster in the next minute 38.
Jacob Ray's first free throw is good. He's got one more. Second one is short. Van Fossen with a rebound. 53-42. Crusaders trail by 11 at home against Western Michigan Christian. Van Fossen took it all the way to the basket, missed it off the glass. Ekoff, and what are we going to... They had to spin around a couple times, try and get away from a couple Crusaders, and finally they're going to get an MCC foul. That's just their 15th foul. Minute 26 to go here in the fourth quarter. Tommy on the foul for MCC. Warriors right through the Crusaders' pressure again as Dugner drops it off. Baseline, it's Waller off the glass. Good for an easy 2. It's a 13-point Warrior lead. Tommy Scott quickly back the other way. Lays it up, draws the foul, and he'll have 2 free throws coming up for the Crusaders.
Tommy does always have
Easy for you to say.
Easy for me to say. He always finds a way to get to the basket, especially in crunch time. We've seen him make the game-changing, the game-deciding layup a couple of different times. Unfortunately, the layup he went for is not a 13-point basket. It's only good for 2, and it didn't go in.
First free throw is good for Tommy. And Coach Jordan's working the officials over there. Not that it's going to make a difference at this point, but he is clearly not pleased about something that unfolded there. Second free throw from Tommy is good. And timeout called by Muskegon Catholic. Back at Ray Kyle Gymnasium, Muskegon Catholic Central trying to come up with a miraculous comeback here. Down 11 with 1:09 to go. The Warriors, Western Michigan Christian, Nate Dugner was quadruple teamed, and the official found a foul in there. And he will step to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. Oh, check that. That was. They are quick on that scoreboard, updating that number.
Sure are.
I thought that was going to be 7. That's only 16 fouls. Egoff will inbound it for WMC. Looking for somewhere to go. Finally finds Renato back in the far right corner. And he'll be fouled by Lamar Jordan III, and Lamar's going to get an intentional foul on that one.
I'd take Lamar off the floor at this point. He's going to get another tee if he doesn't quiet down. I don't know if I would have called that one. Bernardo's momentum was going the other way. I mean, Lamar
gave him a good shot. Yep, there was a foul there.
But there was a ball there. I don't know. I'm not an official. I probably shouldn't be an official.
First free throw is no good. He'll have one more, and then the Warriors get the ball back.
Although in most of the games that I'm coaching, I'm pretty sure I'd be doing a better job than the official, but, you know.
I always like to think that, too.
Yes. Well,
I would never do that. Second free throw is good for Varnado. Makes it 56-44, and it'll be Warrior ball with 1:03 to go. Off the far sideline from us. Right in between the benches, Egoff is going to have to call a timeout. Nobody can get open. Back here, Muskegon Catholic Central, Western Michigan Christian on top. A quick inbound pass to Jacob Ray, who slices through the lane, lays it off the glass. Good for 2. And Warrior lead is 14. Van Fossen back the other way for MCC. Missed him. And Tommy Scott way up for the tip-in. And a timeout called by the Crusaders. 12-point game with 51.5 seconds to go. I guess he got the timeouts, but at this point.
Usually the press creates turnovers and creates offense for them. In this case, it's just delivering easy offense to the Warriors. So it's working against them in this case. But to have to go for it now, they have to try to get a steal to get back in the game.
Inbound pass with 51.5 seconds to go. Warriors again break through the pressure as Egoff brings it across. Trying to throw another alley-oop. They are trying to get Jacob Ray up near that rim. They just haven't been able to do it yet. He gathered it in. Varnado gets fouled, and he'll have to the free throw line for the 1-and-1.
Well, we saw Jacob Ray, like I said earlier. We saw him throw down 2 or 3 last year while we were watching him. We only saw about half his games. He had the springs to do it then, and like you mentioned, maybe we're just sitting in a different perspective, but he looks a lot taller than he was last year. So he doesn't look like he's gained a lot of weight.
No.
So if we surmise that he can jump the same way he could last year and he's got an extra couple of inches, I imagine those dunks are going down even easier for him.
Free throw is missed by Varnado. Tommy Scott comes away with it. 37 seconds to go. Christian put on the brakes now, hands it off for Van Fossen. Christian's going to try a long 3 from the left side. That's no good. Ray with a rebound for the Warriors. Over for Dugner. Dugner double team. Van Fossen tried to steal it from him, but he knocked it out on the baseline or on the sideline.
I think Eric might have been standing out of bounds when he touched it, actually, because Kyle Massenbrook, coach of the Warriors, is over there pointing at the floor.
The inbound pass to Varnado, and he's fouled immediately by Tommy Scott, and he'll have another 1-and-1 opportunity.
Coach is not going to call off the Dogs, evidently, because they're down 12 with just a shy over 20 seconds left, and they foul as quickly as they can.
Jared Varnado steps at the free throw line. Missed that one. Almost got his own rebound. Van Fossen chases it down for the Crusaders. Christian looking for a screen. Got it. Just not very pretty play there by the Crusaders. Air ball from Van Fossen with 5 seconds to go. Egoff with a rebound, and that's going to do it. Western Michigan Christian improves to 11-5 on the season. The Crusaders fall to 10-6. 58-46 is your final score. And good thing I wrote that down because they shut down that scoreboard 2 seconds later. That is your final score, 58 for the Warriors, 46 for the Crusaders.
Northway Lanes and Billiards, featuring Cosmic Bowling, 50 auto-score lanes, automated bumpers, 8 Brunswick pool tables, snack shop, and banquet facilities. With over 100 leagues to choose from, it's Northway Lanes and Billiards.
The Pizza Ranch, featuring a buffet that is guaranteed to please even the pickiest eaters. From a full soup and salad bar, pizzas and breadsticks, to mouth-watering roasted chicken, potatoes and gravy, vegetables, drinks and desserts, all for just one price. Their menu features a wide variety of delectable favorites. You can dine in, carry out, or have your meals delivered. There's something for everyone at the Pizza Ranch.
Hello, Muskegon. My name is Mark Dubin. I'm the owner here at RPM Automotive. We've been here since 1996. We're a full-service auto repair center. We do both foreign and domestic repairs. Most of our repairs are performed same day. We do everything from AC, engine repair, and computer diagnostics. Feel free to call or come by and see us. We're located on Getty Street, next to the Getty Street Grill.
Turn it up.
It really disarmed the Crusaders from the get-go. They only had 2 points in that third quarter, like you said. And first of all, their press break, we talked about that a little bit near the end of the fourth quarter. Their press break really started working well and became just layup city for them. It got really easy for them. But overall, the Warriors' offense is just, it's smooth. They're good. They're a good team. They pass well. Finardo is a completely different player than we saw last year, and that's a huge advantage. And Dugner, I don't know, what did he have, 10 or 11 points?
He had 11, yep.
He had 3 threes, I think, and then a regular bucket. You know, they were getting it from everywhere. Jacob Ray, he was their leading scorer with 13, you mentioned, but he didn't feel as overwhelmingly good as I expected him to. They just, as a team, played very, very well. And their length, their height and their length really got to the Crusaders. Just on the defensive end, they weren't pressing them, but just every time you had the ball, whoever you were, wherever you were on the floor, you had a guy that was 4 inches taller than you and 6 inches longer wingspan-wise, and it adds up over the period of a game. They couldn't get anything going.
They couldn't, and you look at it, and Anthony Woodard had 2 points, and Tommy Scott had 6 really late in the fourth quarter. That was it for MCC's bench crew here tonight. They looked completely overmatched by the Warriors tonight.
They did, and part of that is their length is lacking. So you bring in Tommy Scott, who's quicker than quick, but he isn't very tall, and he doesn't have a very large wingspan because he's not that big of a guy. You put in Zach Houston, great shooter, but again, if you're outmatched by 4, 5, 6 inches by your defender, that can shut you down. You go all the way down that second line, and they really, other than Koe, who's outmatched height-wise, not size-wise, they just couldn't get anything rolling. And the second unit, they were deer in the headlights tonight. So that forced that first unit to play more. They played very well, but they ran out of gas, which is something we haven't seen them do in a long time.
No, it isn't, and it was a big factor in this game. And we're going to be joined right now by the head coach of the Crusaders of Muskegon Catholic, Lamar Jordan Jr. And Coach, I guess let's start talking about the first half of play. Everything seemed to go pretty well, especially in that second quarter. And then you guys came out of the locker room and put a 2-spot up in the third quarter. What adjustments did Western Michigan make that you guys couldn't recover from?
I thought they might have pressured us a little bit more. If my recollection is right, I think we might have turned the ball over a little bit too much in that third quarter. That's my thinking. I don't remember a ton of shots, but I think they upped their pressure, and we turned the ball over a little bit. I mean, 2 points is 2 points. Even we might not even have been. I mean, the shots that we did get, we didn't put them in the basket. If you scored 2 points, that's just what I said in the locker room. I said the third quarter is what killed us, and I thought they came out with a little more
aggressiveness and energy in that third quarter than we did. You know, being up 3, I thought we might have relaxed a little bit. And then in the fourth quarter, we trade baskets with them. You know, we're playing catch-up then. I thought overall, we didn't have a good game. The only person that had a good game on our team was Dom. Overall, I think everybody struggled pretty much. And that happens, but and I just talked about the kids in the locker room about the third quarter. We held them to 13. That's not bad. You know, that's not a huge quarter. But when you put up 2 points, you're not going to win too many games in a quarter. So I know I'm ranting and raving a little bit. But
well, after something like that, I don't blame you for it. Coach, talk a little bit. Your second unit, in most games, they can come in and make an impact. In this game, other than Anthony Woodard bucket, Tommy Scott had 6 points late, but your second unit just couldn't do anything against this Warrior team.
Yeah, and you're correct. I thought our second team tonight, for the first time, I think, really struggled.
Yeah.
Throughout the night. I cut their minutes a little bit in the second quarter because that first group went on a run. So they didn't play as much in the second quarter. But I thought they had their ample opportunities to score, and they just couldn't. And that you got to credit WMC's defense for that. But I told the kids, there's going to be times where you struggle. We have to hang our hat on defense. And I thought we just didn't get enough stops tonight to be in the game.
It felt, Coach, a lot like the length and the height of the team as a whole got to you after a while. WMC's got a lot longer guys than you do, and their defensive pressure just in the half-court set seemed to make a big impact.
Yeah, they always have. Since I've been here in 2005, they always have somebody that's tall and long. And it did bother us. I thought it bothered us at the rim on some of those shots. You might get an and one. And tonight we didn't. Maybe got the foul, but then, had to go to the free throw line to earn it. Whenever you play a WMC team, you have to worry about their height and their length. And we did struggle tonight with that. But, with that said, even though, we didn't play a great game, I thought we could have played better. I wanted to give a great show for the fans. I thought we let them down tonight. And I think part of that I have to take credit for. Maybe I didn't prepare the kids good enough. So, hopefully next time we play, we can have a better outcome.
Yeah, Coach, back on the road this Friday at Fruitport in another Lake State battle. We look forward to seeing you there Friday night. We should be upstairs in the crow's nest for that one.
Okay, I'll be looking up there.
All right, that's Coach Lamar Jordan Jr. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Locally owned and operated, J. Stevens Construction has been serving the West Michigan area since 1985. Fully licensed, bonded, and insured, they train certified technicians to install single-ply membrane roofing for residential, commercial, and industrial buildings.
Your vehicle is an important part of your life. It gets you where you need to go. Take care of it by bringing it to Van's Car Wash and Quick Lube. At Van's Quick Lube, every vehicle gets up to 6 quarts of high-quality Quaker State oils, new oil filter, and a free car wash with every service. If you need a quick wash that is done right the first time, then stop by any convenient Van's Car Wash and experience the hand-scrubbed and Simonized difference. Keep your car running and looking great at Van's Car Wash and Quick Lube. 6 convenient locations, 1 near you.
For nearly 9 years, West Michigan Driving Academy has been providing Muskegon County with complete, comprehensive driver's education. Students spend time both in the classroom and on the road in a state-approved driver's education vehicle with state-certified instructors. West Michigan Driving Academy is the only school in Muskegon that offers both day and evening classes throughout the summer. Accident-free with 150 years of combined experience, you will drive safe at West Michigan Driving Academy.
Turn it up.
Back here with more of the Rising of Building Center post-game show. The Rising of Building Center on Jackson Street in Grand Haven. Go where the pros go. My name is Matt Chapkus along with Ross Smith. Western Michigan Christian downs Muskegon Catholic tonight by a final score of 58-46. And you just heard Coach Jordan talk about it. This third quarter, 13-2, WMC outscored MCC, and there was no recovering from that.
There really wasn't. The Crusaders of Muskegon Catholic really turned it around in that second quarter and had a great lead, 28-25 I think it was. Played very, very well, and looks like they had righted the ship after struggling a bit in the first quarter. But whatever Coach Massenbrook said in that halftime speech, they really took it to heart, and the third quarter was pure Warrior domination, and there was no recovering from that. And the Crusaders go down, and they go down pretty bad.
They did, and they fall to 10-6 on the season. The Warriors improved to 11-5. Again, MCC headed on the road to face Fruitport coming up Friday night. We'll be there with the call, and Country 93.1 should be somewhere in the neighborhood of 7:30. Before we get out of here, we're going to hand out our key player of the game, sponsored by My Import Center on Sternberg, your expert on import vehicles. They're big on selection, small on prices. There really wasn't a standout on either side. Western Michigan Christian played such good team ball, and so then I'm going to play Homer a little bit and give it to Dominic Woodard. He had 12 points in the first half, 8 in the second quarter when the Crusaders made their best run of the game and actually took a 28-25 lead into the half. Finishes with 14 points and a well-deserved change as they inserted him into the starting lineup, and he has responded very well.
He's been incredible. This is the second, third, maybe even the fourth game now where we've seen him with that first unit. And again, it wasn't a punishment for Savion or anything like that. But Dom has played exceedingly well. He's brought that second unit energy with him. Lots of steals, lots of attacking the basket. And without Dom, we're not in this game at all, even in the first half. We didn't get in the game in the second half, but I love his efforts. We need to replicate those things going forward, and I think we'll see him in the first unit for the rest of the season.
I do as well. So Dominic Woodard, your key player of the game, brought to you by My Import Center on Sternberg. All right, you heard about it. Fruitport on Friday night. The Warriors, I don't know where the Warriors are going. I lied. I was going to tell you where they went as well, but I had it off the top of my head, and then it disappeared. But the Crusaders head to Fruitport, and they need a little short-term memory here to get this one out of their minds and get back to winning play.
Well, and it's a conference game. It's an important one. They need that win to stay ahead of Spring Lake, or at least percentage points ahead of Spring Lake. Getting ready for that final showdown with Spring Lake, which is next week, I believe. Is that correct?
It is. Actually, it's the week after. It's that Thursday.
Okay. It's that Thursday game.
Yeah, because we stuck it on a Thursday, so
that's
you'd
right.
be
so
off
I
coaching.
Can't be there.
Oh, man. But and we got to pay attention to the Trojans because they're the team that handed Spring Lake their one loss, even though Fruitport, I think, has only won 4 games this season. 2 games this season.
But they showed us when they came here to play, they didn't look like a team that's only won a couple of games. They gave them a strong effort for a while there, and then the Crusaders kind of finished it off. So nothing is foregone, and as they always say, that's why they play the games. So we'll see what happens Friday night in a hostile territory. We'll be in a unique setting. I think we're up high again, right?
We are.
So it'll be fun for us. But yeah, this is an important game. You throw the score from the last game out and see what happens. So Friday night, big time.
That's my partner, Ross Smith. Want to thank executive producer Jeff Rose back in the studio, as well as Michael Reddy, I believe, is back there assisting us as well. For everybody else, my name is Matt Chapkus. Crusaders fall to the Warriors 58-46. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good night and God bless.